cooking something yummy.
These are a Nicola. They're a German variety that have been around for many years, and we love these because they're very nice to eat. You can mash these or roast these. They last a long time in the cupboard, and very good to grow. And they've got a yellow flesh inside. And we call these a waxy variety because they don't come apart in the pot, and they'll hold together. Very good for a lot of different purposes. Very good for potato salad because they don't come apart and they have a lovely flavour. Now, this variety is another one of our favourites. That's the Royal Blue, and that's the same variety as what the people are grading on the grader for certified seed. And they're very nice eating potato as well. They've got a thick skin, so they can be baked in the jacket, and they come up a nice leathery, if you like a chewy baked potato, they're very good. They're also very good to mash and roast. All right, Lukey? And they'll make French fries as well. If you hand cut these, you can make wedges. Lovely crispy outside and smooth and silky inside. And they're also a little bit yellow inside. And this one's called Willwash. It's a funny name, but it's a beautiful potato. Other varieties have been bred in Europe. This variety's been bred in Australia, and it's a cross between the old-fashioned Sebago variety and a Colaban, and it has some wonderful qualities. And one of the main ones is a snowy white flesh, and it's probably the best one that we've got for mashing. It'll produce a beautiful snowy white mash, also with a lovely flavour. This one here, this long one, is one called Innovator, and that is a specialised processing potato. That was bred for producing French fries. I've got some little tiny ones here. These are seed potatoes of the Kifler variety. That's not the full size. They grow about that long. These are little seed potatoes, and that gives you an idea of what the shape is. And these are a German variety. Beautiful, rich flavour, very dense texture, very buttery, excellent to roast. You think so, Lukey? Is that right? And very hard to grow. Good reward when you do. I've got some of these. These are one called Pink Fir Apple. They're not apples at all. They're an old Scottish heritage variety that we've been growing for a few years, and I think they're very much like the Kifler, but I like eating hazelnuts. They're very rich, very dense, wonderful to slice these up and put them in the curries or something because they don't come apart. And they're one of my favourites to eat. They also roast very well, and they grow about this long, but these are the little seed potatoes of that variety. And as well as that, we grow another one called Atlantic, and that's for processing, and another one called King Edward, and that's for table use. That's a very nice English potato. And which others do we grow, Lukey? We grow another one called Otway Red. That's another lovely potato that's bright red skin, very attractive on a supermarket shelf. And we also grow Dutch Cream, which is another one that's become very popular, and with good reason. It's a beautiful potato, very creamy mash. Whereas the Willwash is a very snowy, silky texture. The Dutch Cream and some of these others matched are quite creamy and dense. With the variety of potatoes that are available, and the different ways that they behave, it's generally possible to satisfy everybody's preference. Thanks for the help, Lukey. You've made an enormous difference. You're a spud grower. You're a natural spud grower. I can see that. Yep, of course.
Well, it has been a full Farmer's Day from sunrise to sunset, and also you and I can have the freshest and most nutritious food Australia has to offer. Remember, find and support your local farmer and your local markets. Sure, sometimes the produce may be a few cents more, but it is for your health and our farmers' livelihoods. So it is worth that minor cost, and certainly cheaper than buying fast food. And before the show, I was privileged to be able to catch up with international celebrity chef Gabriel at Toscana's in Kew. He'll be joining us throughout the season with wonderful tips on how to select fresh fruit and veggie for his special recipes.
If I ask you what's the most popular vegetable in Australia, you'll have to say potatoes, of course. It is such a great food. It is so satisfying. It's not expensive. It's so easy to cook. There's many varieties. Some of them, like the kipfler, are great for salad, and some of them, you would use for deep frying, and some of them for just to make a mashed potato. And mashed potato is one of the most popular dish to have with grilled sausage, with lamb chops, with stew or something like that. To make a mashed potato, I like to use Desiree potato. It's one of the potatoes that you can find almost everywhere. It's easy to remember, it is pink. I choose large potatoes, peel them, cut them into big chunks, cook them in salted boiling water until they are soft. You do that with a knife. When it's soft, remove them from the water, mash them with a masher, with a mouli or whatever you have, and then after that I mixed the potato with a little bit of hot milk and butter, and it is smooth and it is delicious and it is so satisfying.